And cons to testing students in an inclusive classroom. Unfortunately, it seems that inclusion efforts and testing often take priority over inclusion in the process of teaching material, which seems counterintuitive and places emphasis on numerical results rather than actual progress. So then instead of seeing that a student grew from a kindergarten reading level to a second grade reading level in 1 year, it's just looking for numerical results. These tests are also not one size fits all, and some students may succeed on these types of tests and others aren't going to succeed. A student who fails at standardized tests is often interpreted by state standards as someone who does not understand material presented. But this one test does not truly represent the student, and it should not be the only test that evaluates the student and tells what the student truly knows. This goes for students with disabilities as well as students without disabilities. It's crazy that one test should determine how smart a student is and whether they're understanding the material. Inclusion and reading. Many people think that students with disabilities need extra attention outside the classroom for reading instruction. In reality, many students, including those with learning disabilities, cognitive disabilities, autism, and other labels, can participate quite successfully in the general education classroom with appropriate support such as adapted materials, individualized goals and objectives, and co-teaching. In the article Inclusive Literacy Learning, it discussed 5 ways that teachers can provide the direct and explicit literacy instruction students with disabilities need without the student leaving the general education classroom. So see all students as literacy learners. Even if the student does not know how to read yet, the student should still be considered a literacy learner. They could be learning where the cover page is, where the front of the book is. They are still need to be thought of as literacy learners so that they can make progress and eventually get to where they can learn how to read. Create an environment that's welcoming and challenges diverse learners. Every student should feel welcome in the classroom. That's any classroom. And you should be able to challenge those students that need it. Even students that are having a hard time still need to be challenged. Offer a wide range of literacy materials, because sometimes you're in a 3rd grade classroom, someone's reading at a 5th grade level, while others are still reading at a kindergarten level. Use active learning and collaborate. It's very important to collaborate with other special education teachers, with other general education teachers, with anybody, so that you can come up with new ideas. And the conclusion is that the most important thing about inclusion is just to make sure that the child's needs are met. If they're in an inclusive classroom, they need to make sure that the accommodations, modifications, and supports are there for that student to succeed. And most students with disabilities can have their needs met in a general education inclusive classroom. Other students may need a little more specialized instruction through pullouts, so the student may get inclusive instruction the whole day, except in reading they may have a pullout, or it could be in math they may have a pullout. And that is it. Thank you.